That doesn't seem unfair to me at all, to say that I have the same rights as you in the course of debate and discussion. If you're allowed to tell me that I am making a critical failure with regards to my soul's everlasting life, or lack thereof, then I should be equally allowed to tell you that you're making no sense from my perspective. In fact, I would venture to say from any logical perspective. Finally, I'll end, and I was planning on making a full video about this, but I don't think it needs to be reiterated. I'm going to go back to how the world works and the cake stealing. If I walk into my kitchen where there was a chocolate cake, you are standing there with a bunch of cake on your face. And I say, "Did you take my cake?" And you say, "No, the ninjas did it." And then they tied me down, smeared my face with cake, and then released me and ran out the door. Who's gonna believe that, man? You stole the cake. You ate the cake. It's obvious. How the world works has denied that the sock accounts attributed to his channel are his, and that's fine. I don't presume personally to know that he did those individually, that they are his accounts. Now, there happen to be references out there from people saying that they are, but I'm not even going to address that for the moment. The simple fact is that the overwhelming evidence lies against you. Now, if the stock accounts aren't yours, if the quotes aren't yours, if whatever is being attributed to you as a wrongdoing is not yours, the simplest and most honest response is to deny that you have any involvement with it. I mean, it's not to say, no, look, here's why this isn't true, here's why this isn't true, and say this, show the same evidence that is used to accuse you to defend yourself. It doesn't make any sense. I think I've harped on this point before as well, but the simple fact is that people don't get defensive, in my experience, unless they have something to hide. If someone came to me and, just for the sake of argument, accused me of, let's say, picking up money off, like a friend of mine's house, picking up money off their counter or whatnot that just happened to be sitting there, and they came up and, accused me of doing it, and this isn't something I would do, obviously, what would my response be? Were I innocent? Would it be, no, it was this guy, and you can see that it couldn't have been me because, I wasn't there at that moment, and you went to the bathroom, but I was out of the room while you went to the bathroom, so it couldn't possibly have been me. That smacks of guilt, I'm sorry. I mean, nobody defends something that vehemently and that irrationally when they didn't do it. If you didn't steal the cake, you would just say, I didn't steal the cake. If you didn't take the money, you'd say, I didn't take the money and I have no idea who did. To establish and try to create an elaborate defense mechanism, it's just not necessary if you're innocent. I mean, if the facts hold up that you were innocent, then the facts hold up. Trying to defend yourself on such an avid, just rabid basis only lends credence to your accusers. Whether there is fact to it or not, you don't buy yourself any leeway by doing such a thing. So, yeah, I guess I'll wrap up on that and just say that we're all tired of the quote mining, and we're all tired of having Christians, particularly, and Muslims to a lesser extent, quote mine scientific or atheistic texts and take them out of context, and then as soon as we say something about the Bible, then you demand that it's in context. Well, give me a break. Ray Comfort, Kirk Cameron, and their quotes, Sir Isaac Newton and others, they take them out of context, and then they turn around immediately and demand that we do not do the same thing. I should say not we, but their opposition do the same thing. It's just unconscionable. I mean, it's unfair and it's unchristian. For my final note, before finding a kitten, I guess I will say that the true Puka puts it very well when he says that those of us who act in the spirit of integrity and honesty are being much more Christian than most of you Christians. So, as you can see, the kitten is getting big and rambunctious. I will probably never bleed more in my life than I have with this kitten. Now, one may wonder, how does the kitten get so big so quick? Well, as the God-eating kitten, she eats gods. Now, I did a little research myself and found that deities, by and large, are very high in calories, very low in trans fats. In fact, they are nothing but nutrition for the soul of the kitten. Nix out.